Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Start the most engaging conversations by mentioning one of these cool, yet strange facts that will get everyone talking. You might use these strange facts to create trivia questions and play quiz games with your pals. Alternatively, you could simply surprise someone by texting one of these strange facts to your favorite people. Whatever you decide to do with this strange information, these are the strangest facts that you've never heard of before, and it will keep you entertained. Let's start right away. Humming while holding your nose is impossible. Didn't you just put that to the test? When you hum normally, air escapes through your nose to produce the sound, which of course cannot happen when you close it. This is one of the strangest facts that you can try for yourself. Go ahead and give it an attempt. Adolf Hitler received a Nobel Peace Prize nomination. What? Don't worry, the Swedish politician who sent the candidature letter in 1939 did so humorously and withdrew his nomination. In an even more ironic twist, Hitler barred Germans from accepting the honors 4 years before his name was called. Thank God. Let's move on to another fact. Lobsters use their feet to taste. Tiny bristles within a lobster's pincers function similarly to human taste buds. Meanwhile, the teeth of lobsters are in one of their 3 stomachs. Lobster is one of the delicacies that some expert chefs prepare in the microwave. The world's shortest war lasted 38 minutes. The British were furious when the Sultan of British-protected Zanzibar died and a new one took over without British sanction in 1896. When Sultan Khalid bin Barghash declined to step down, the British vessels bombarded the palace for less than 40 minutes before Khalid escaped, effectively ending the Anglo-Zanzibar War. Penguins were once much larger. Penguins are adorable, but would we feel the same if they were human-sized? This is not something we need to be concerned about now, but it turns out that these cold-weather birds were much larger 60 million years ago. We're sure they were just as cute as their modern-day ancestors. An 11-year-old accidentally conceived ice pops. Frank Epperton, an 11-year-old kid, left soda powder and water outside overnight with a wooden stirrer remaining in the cup in 1905. The combination had frozen due to the cold overnight temperatures, and thus the Yepsicle was born. He sold it in his neighborhood and at a neighboring amusement park, and even patented the formula. Years later, he modified the name to Popsicle because that's what his children call their father's creation. Human corpses can move after death for more than a year. This seems like something out of a horror movie, but it's true. Dead people may move on their own for more than a year after death. No, they are not zombies. Scientists believe it's due to the body's tendons drying out, contracting and shrinking. The majority of dolphins are right-handed. Right-handedness affects approximately 70 to 95% of humans, but it also affects the animal kingdom. Dolphins, according to a 2019 study released in the Royal Society Open Science, largely use the right sides of their bodies when searching for food. Here's why dolphins are the second smartest animals on the planet. Before toilet paper, Americans used corn cobs. As an alternative, they'd utilize journals like the Farmer's Almanac, which was fashioned with a hole to hang in outhouses. After all, necessity is the mother of invention. The tongues of blue whales can weigh as much as an elephant. Blue whales, the world's largest creatures with tongues that can weigh as much as an elephant, are approximately 2,700 kilograms. The blue whale may weigh up to 1.8 million kilograms. Meanwhile, their hearts can weigh nearly a ton and only need to beat once every 10 seconds. The world's largest waterfall is underwater. What? Is this true? Waterfalls underwater? Yes, there are waterfalls beneath the ocean. The cold water from the Nordic Sea is heavier than the warm water from the Erminger Sea at the Denmark Strait, causing it to plummet to over 2 miles at 123 million cubic feet per second. Snowflakes aren't all the same. Yes, the idea that every snowflake is unique is a lovely illustration of nature's endless possibilities, but it's not entirely accurate. At least one incident of 2 identical snow crystals was reported in 1988 at the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder, Colorado. On the moon, shadows are darker. Because the atmosphere scatters more sunlight on Earth, our shadows aren't as dark. On the moon, however, shadows are so dark that Neil Armstrong reported having difficulty seeing where he was going. However, there is still some light bouncing around within due to reflected light from the lunar surface. NASA uses countdowns as a result of a science fiction film. The countdown used by Fritz Lang to create suspense in his 1929 silent film Vor im Mond rocket launch scene not only changed film industry, but also influenced NASA to use countdowns before its blastoffs. However, it's not a race against the clock. NASA is free to suspend the clock for the purpose to investigate mechanical issues. So let's reveal the last strangest fact that you've never heard before for today. Let's move to that fact. OK is most likely an abbreviation for fake words. In the 1830s, people jokingly misspelled abbreviations. One of the most well-known all correct became all correct, and subsequently, of course, OK. Historians believe it remained because during Martin Van Buren's re-election campaign, supporters dubbed themselves the OK Club after his city in New York. This is so related to us also, am I correct? So that's it for today. If you found this video helpful and want to know more interesting things like this, stay tuned. And for that, don't forget to subscribe to The Wealth Architects, like, comment and share our videos.